This is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind, cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters. Do many years in the game, so you know I paid my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them.
Haters make me famous.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I do this 25/8 pain and sweat on these tracks, haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I have no dinner table, but my studio is the kitchen. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I got a degree on my wall, so it says I know what I'm doing. Haters.
Haters.
I dust off them haters, and then I take a pause. It's a shame that this game got us all so involved. They flapping their jaws, and they grinding their teeth. Everybody fighting for the microphone on my beats. See my and my word is all I have. Call me Tony Montana on this label that I have. Having anger towards everyone, reaching success. Haters coming, and I'll be their number one prospect. I work real hard, it gains some respect. 24 hours on the beats and the internet. We fighting like some dogs, showing flaws with no regrets. While we fighting for the same bone on this conquest. Million man march occupies my mind frame. Yes, one man army with the heart of a terrorist. In my scope, I can see them haters running. No need to pull the trigger, cause I'm aiming for the sky, cousin.
Haters make me famous.
No need to lie my tracks, man, cause you know I'm the truth. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
Yeah, I'm a white boy from the south with do-rag. So what? Haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I'm a self-taught
What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Cap Nation Live, Friday, the 28th of May. The month is almost over. It is the last Friday in the month of May. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Glenn W. says the Ninja Foodie Grill was delivered this morning. Wings, here we come. Sounds like an amazing weekend. Thanks for the invite. Michael, what's going on? Bill McDonald, what's going on? Shane, what's going on? Glenn W. Balling Pros. Mr. KD. Steven Sanchez, what is going on? Thomas, good morning, sir. Scott, good morning. Mr. Brian Carter, good morning. The other Scott, good morning. Only here. Good morning. Anthony, good morning. Shapendi in the house. Michael, good morning. So you guys were lively this morning. Juan tuning in. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Alex, good morning. Says his Clippers are winning tonight, hands down. Whew. I don't know. Down 2 games. Back in Dallas. I don't know if I'd want to have my money on the Clippers. Not yet, anyways. What's worse than being down 2 games to none? Being down 3. Being down 3 would definitely be a lot worse. So hopefully for the Clippers, we see a long series. I like long series. I don't like the sweeps. a long series is definitely beneficial to us as sports bettors. It gives us more avenues and more ways to make money and more opportunities and all of that good stuff. So hopefully they notch a victory. I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping they win for you guys. Although I don't have $1 on it because I just can't stomach to bet them at the current moment. Steven says, lost 2 at home, not a good look. Agree. 100% agree. Starting lineup change. Hey, you got to remember, starting lineup change, the same players were on the bench. So it's not like they are magically getting a missing link to the puzzle. The puzzle has been there all along. So if now all of a sudden they're going to be able, by a lineup change, to dominate and get the victory, we'll see. Clippers locked down on defense today. They haven't been able to the last 2 games. So we'll see if that's possible. I don't put much hope in them being able to slow them down. Knicks should be a good game. The Knicks game should definitely be a good game. Shapenny says take the over in the Clippers game. I would definitely lean towards the side of points being scored in that one. Rubber Band Sosh says Clippers money line or season definitely over. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. If I was betting, that's definitely what I would be doing if I was betting on the Clippers. Anybody see the tweet from Sports Center, from ESPN Sports Center an hour ago? I wish I could get it up on the screen here, but Justice J. Terry tweeted a big picture because he's a big boy. After tonight's workout, I'm ready to start my freshman year at Manchester High School. 9th grade, I'm coming 100. This kid is 6'5", 260 pounds, playing football as a freshman. 6'5", 260. And he's still growing. My dear Lord. Penny says the public is on the Clips today. The public has been on the Clippers every single day. Alex is trying to get a little more crazy by saying parlay Vegas and the Clippers money line. Gutsy, gutsy, gutsy right there. Steven, that kid is a monster. 6'5", 260. Oh, my Lord. Where was he made? KD says he's just a man already. Yeah. He's more than a man at 6'5", 260. And he's, what, going to be a freshman? So he might be 13 or 14. Maybe he was held back a year and maybe he's 14. A late 14-year-old. An older 14-year-old. Who knows? Who knows the story behind him, but boy, is he huge. Kid is a monster. Shane says, I sure hope Rogers plays for the Packers this year. I think he's doing everything he can not to play for the Packers. I think he ends up playing. I can't see him opting out, early retirement, pulling any shenanigans. Like that. I can't see him pulling any shenanigans like that. So I can definitely see him coming back. Brian, the hitting rate, I don't have it sitting in front of me, but if you send us an email, we could definitely help you out. But, every month is different. So it's overall, it's winning. If you take them on the long-term factor, it's winning. But if you do it month by month, which, signing up month by month is fine. But if you take the record month by month, you got to even it out for the overall, the bigger picture of the whole year. But like right now, games are hot. There couldn't be a better time for you to be on board them. Games are definitely hot when it comes to premium plays, my personal plays. Premium plays had another winning day yesterday, 3-1. I think premium plays have suffered one losing day in about 2 weeks. It might be 2 losing days in over 2 weeks. I'll go back and I'll double check. Personal plays right back to winning yesterday, 2-1 day yesterday. We've only had a couple losing days in the short term. So games have definitely been good overall, that's for sure. So no better time than right now. It's definitely a big commitment, to be signed up. That's for sure. But one thing is certain is we always take care of our clients. So, if for some reason something happened at the end of the month, we always make sure that you're up. Always do. Mike says they threw Aaron under the bus on that third down. They seem to throw Aaron under the bus for a lot of things, not just that. But yeah, they definitely throw him under the bus. And don't give him much love, that's for sure. One thing. Hold on one second, guys. All right. Looking at some of the comments. Chat says going to be bigger than Shaq. He's going to be huge. That kid is going to be a monster. 6'5", 260. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's fucking huge. He's absolutely huge. All right, so what are we going to do today? We're going to talk about some games. By the way, we did go live yesterday. Went live while driving down the highway. Live streaming with the PD driving right next to us. Thank God they weren't paying much attention to us, right? Beautiful sunrise. We saw the hot air balloons going up. We saw some cactus. We saw some rocks. Probably passed a few scorpions and snakes. There was one goat in the vehicle. None on the outside that we saw. A couple jackasses, though. live show turned out to be a success. Giving winners away. Anthony says, I would love seeing Aaron Rodgers as a Giant. Oh, boy. Hypothetically speaking, if they did trade him, where do you think he goes? Neverest says, what's up, Kyle? Like your game of the week? Thank you, sir. Oh, yes, by the way, game of the week today. Game of the week today. You got until 8 p.m. Eastern time to sign up. Just like last week, or 2 weeks before that, or 2 weeks before that, because I don't have them every single week. They keep winning, though. They are probably the most consistent thing that we have at the current moment. If you guys are looking for something that you can drop big on this beautiful and blessed Friday, my game of the week will definitely deliver for you. You have until 8 p.m. to sign up. It does come with a cost. It is $100 for the standalone game. You get instant access to it. It's already posted. And as always, I put my guarantee on it. For some reason we shit the bed, which we're not going to, by the way. Let me put that disclaimer out there. But if for some reason we do, you'll get the next one free. And we will take care of you in that sense. But yeah, definitely going to be another rock solid game of the week today. Give me 1 second here, folks. Alrighty. Thomas says, Shane, take the Red Sox and Braves and under in the Nets, or Shane, take the Red Sox and Braves under, Nets over, and Vegas Knights money line. Interesting. UFC tomorrow, guys. UFC, let's talk about the UFC schedule real quick. Because we've got an action-packed UFC coming up. Rubber Band Sauce, you need Game of the Week to win. Game of the Week keeps winning. Don't know if you're on it or not, but Game of the Week keeps winning. When I put them out, they generally win. So for everybody that doesn't know, no UFC this weekend. Unfortunately, Memorial weekend, they've got the weekend off. But when we come back after 1 week, we get Fight Night. We get Rosenstruck versus Augusto Sakai. Talk about a main event. How about the co-main event as well? Walt Harris, Tabura. That should be a banger right there. Those 4 big boys will be going at it in the final 2 fights. Now that card looks pretty nice. But let's talk about in 2 weeks from tomorrow at the Gila River Arena in Glendale, Arizona, which I will be in attendance to. That is a stacked card on June 12th, UFC 263 pay-per-view event. Oh my lord, is that a stacked flipping fight card. Adesanya against Vettori. Figueiredo versus Moreno, the rematch. Leon Edwards, Nate Diaz, Damian Maia on the card. Paul Craig on the card. Even when you go down to the early prelims, it's flipping stacked. The prelim card, Drew Dauber against Riddle, Darren Stewart, Eric Anders going at it, Lauren Murphy against Calderwood on the prelim. And then those early prelim fights. Jake Collier on it, Chase Hooper, Frank Camacho, Alexis Davis. That is looking like an absolute monster of a card. Great card. And then obviously, July 10th, McGregor and Poirier is going to be an absolute monster. Greg Hardy getting back in the ring on that pay-per-view event. Wonderboy Thompson against Gilbert Burns. Brady against Kevin Lee. Trevin Giles fighting on that card. Nico Price on that card against Michel Pereira, the high-flying acrobat. Oh, my Lord. And that's at, the T-Mobile Arena, which I'll probably be in attendance to as well. UFC is going to be off the hook all summer long. So make sure you guys don't miss all the action that FC will be putting out. Yeah, Steven, definitely going to be a great card, no doubt about it. All right, so let's talk more about what to expect today, what to expect this weekend. Mr. Beaker, thanks for jumping on board my game of the week. Elijah, I see you got 3 days of the premium plays. You get the 4th day free. Mr. Sanchez, I see you there, Steven. Thanks for jumping back on board my personal plays today. You also get the 4th day free. By the way, they extended our buy 3 days, get the 4th day free, and they expanded it. I asked them to do my games as well for my plays. So for everybody that doesn't know, buy 3 days of premium plays, my personal plays, or soccer, and you get the 4th day free. All right? So today's Friday. We got the big holiday weekend. You get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as well as Monday for whatever your package is. For $99, you end up with the 4th day free. I'll post a link to that as well. And that applies to premiums, my personals, or soccer. Because yesterday, it was only supposed to be yesterday, and it was supposed to be just premiums. And by the time I got them to approve my plays in the soccer package, it was just a tad bit too late in the day to offer it. So here we are. Here we are, folks. All right, so let's jump into it. Let's talk about some NBA first. It's going to be an amazing weekend. We get our 3 NBA games today. We get the Knicks and the Hawks. We get the Nets and the Celtics. We got the Clippers and the Mavericks. There's some do or dies for 2 of these teams that are playing today in 2 games. Should be some great games. Tomorrow, we've got 4 NBA games on the board. We get the Bucks and the Heat. Bucks looking for the sweep, laying 4.5. We got the Nuggets against the Trailblazers. We get the 76ers and the Wizards. The Jazz and the Grizzlies, Game 3. It is going to be an action-packed weekend. And then we've got baseball, obviously, and let me tell you, it's going to be a good one. All right, let's jump right into the games today. Let's get this board ready. Let's get this poll spinning because we're going to have some stuff on this board. I don't know what heck is going on here, but give me 1 second. Let's get this board fixed. Let's get this board fixed here. Holy moly. What the hell happened here? Like my board went haywire on us. Alrighty, let's get this going here. Let's see if it'll magically work today. See if we can get that board to work. Get this poll spinning. Break down some of these games. Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to have a play on every side and total, every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know, we're not going to be giving you guys the whole moon because that's not what we're about here for everybody that's just tuning in and new. All right? We break down the games. I give you my opinions, a.k.a. turns into a lean one way or another. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm betting a lean. If I am betting a lean, I will flat out tell you. I would flat out tell you, hey, I like this, I'm betting it, and you should too. Or if it's a lean and I'm not betting it, I'll let you know. If it makes the board, it's an official play. Rest assured that I'm betting myself. That is the difference between us and others, is we actually bet the plays here. And as Steven says, juice only matters when you lose. Give Steven a round of applause because that is common sense right there. Juice only matters when you lose. It don't matter if you lay a minus 200 if you fucking win the game. That's all that matters. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty. Rich, I love it. Rich says get a speed dial for that thing. The faster the spin, the bigger the win. Crank it up a little, huh? Crank it up a little. All right, so we're going to jump right into the NBA for everybody. We'll talk about that Knicks and the Hawks game, and keep in mind, if we have an official play on it, I may not be able to give you what we're on. But I'll point you guys in the right direction. Frozen screen. Thank you. We'll get that one fixed. We'll get that frozen screen fixed. But remember this holiday weekend.
You're so fine and you're all mine. I just want everyone to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
Alrighty. So, Knicks, Hawks. Hawks come in laying 5, minus 108 at home. The Knicks plus 5, minus $1.12. I can tell you that has moved 4 cents towards the Knicks. So expect that line to, probably drop to 4.5 at some point today. They're plus 170 money line underdog, minus 195 for the Hawks. Total on this one sitting at 211 points, favoring the over with money coming in on the over. What to expect out of this one? Series tied 1-1 apiece. Hawks got the win in game number 1. Besting them 107-105 in a very close nail-biter of a game that was right down to the buzzer. Not so much in game 2. Knicks end up ultimately pulling away 101-92, getting the job done, winning by 9, keeping the total under 200 points, 193 total points. What to expect out of game number 3. First one in Atlanta. Rightfully so, the Knicks could be up 2-0. Rightfully so, they could be up 2-0. However, the series is tied, and we've got a lot going on in this game. As far as the side goes, we have a premium play on the side of this game. Are we taking the home favorite? Are we taking the road dog? Are we taking a money line? Whatever it is that we're taking on the side, if you want to know, get on board our premium plays. Remember, buy 3 days. You get the 4th day free. as far as the total goes, Jordan, good morning, sir. Good morning, my brother. Art says, come on, Kyle. I'd tune in for you to give me both sides twice. All right, take the Knicks. Take the Hawks. Take the Knicks. And then again, take the Hawks. Does that work? No? No, didn't think so. I know. All right, so as far as the total on this one goes, man, you know, I'd like to say that, we're going to see a lot of scoring in this one. I lean towards the over, and it is a straight lean, and that is it. There is no dollars coming out of my pocket. Fuck, there's not, excuse my language. Hold on, we got to give a belated beep there. There's not even cents coming out of my pocket that I would put on the total for this game. This game and this total is all over the place. Rich for the win right there, brother. That bet right there is definitely a winner. Even though I lean towards the over in this one, there is so much going on that could cause it to be another 193, maybe 199, maybe 200, maybe 209, and not get to the number of 212 that is needed. Now, if it was a close game and it went to overtime, then yeah, I think they break 211 with ease. No doubt about it. Obviously, we can't guarantee overtime. I lean towards the over. I think that has the making for a lot of points, but then there's some aspects of it that, make me want to steer clear of it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm steering clear of this one, but if you put the barrel to my head and you had a finger on the trigger and you said over or under, I would probably let it roll with the over. I like points. I like seeing scoring. It's more fun, and at least if you're going to go out, at least you're going out rooting for them to have success. But since that isn't the case, I'm going to leave my money in my pocket. And I'm going to steer clear of it. Mr. Brooks, good morning, sir. Mike says, God, I love the show. Thank you, Mike. Glad you love the show. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, all right? Thumbs up helps get our video trending in the right direction on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it when you do. But as far as the side on this one goes, we do have a premium play, and we've got plays on all the games, so I'm only going to be able to discuss either the side or total on each one, unless I happen to be giving it out to you guys. Hang on one second, guys. The boat dealer that's got my surf boat is messaging me. They want to sell me a new prop for the surf boat. A little bit bigger one. I want $813, but you guys used to get everything cheaper online, so I'm trying to find out what model it is. Then hopefully go pick up my surf boat for the weekend. Moving right along, let's talk about the Nets and the Celtics. What to expect, what not to expect. What are we looking at? Any avenues here? Celtics down 2-0. The Nets getting the nice big 2 easy victories against the Celtics. They were laying 7 at one time. They were laying 8. They're now laying 8.5. That line is moving. It's moving, and it's moving. All right, I would not be surprised to see this one in double digits before tip off at 8:30 Eastern time. Total on this one, a nice 227. It's actually came down a half a point. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Okay. Replying to the dealer, he wants $813 for the prop, but I found it for $569 with free shipping. Just won't have it for the weekend. As far as this game goes and the total, we put out a play on the total, all right? We put out a play last night. Believe it or not, I expected it to go up, not down. I didn't expect it to be a little overinflated. It's actually dropped nearly a full point. It was 227.5 minus $1.10. It's now 227 minus 105, which means you can get the over 226.5 at minus $1.15, which I still like. I like it. I bet it last night at 227.5. I'll probably put a little more on it at 226.5 at a point lower. I think we get the over as well in this game. As far as the side, again, we have a premium play on the side. So are we rolling with the dog to finally break out and maybe cover the spread, or are we going to take the favorite to go up, 3 games to none? If you want to know that part, I do apologize, but you got to get on board. It's not one of the ones I'm giving you guys today. But I'm working on some stuff for you guys. Alrighty. Whoops. Hitting the wrong buttons on here. So as far as that one goes, we did have it, the daily free play video. And remember, when you're watching the daily free play winner, or the daily free play video, make sure you drop a comment in there with your best bet of the day, and if you win, we might just select you for a free package the following day. Brian, this is a great question, says, I'm on my 3rd day of premiums. If I join again today, would it start over tomorrow, then 3 days added to that? Brian, yes. You'll never, if you just buy when things are on sale, because it's buy 3 days, get the 4th day free. If you bought it 2 more times, you would get 8 days at the end of your package now. We'll never steal a day from you. You don't lose any days. None of that stuff. We never do that to anybody. So yes, your package would technically start tomorrow, and you would end up with 4 days because you get the 4th day free on your package. That's what the deal is that they're running today. Buy 3 days, get the 4th day free. So yes, you definitely would. You definitely would. Great question, by the way. Now, I got to say, you guys are way too flippin' quiet today. You guys are way too flippin' quiet. Let's get the chat rolling. All right, post up in the comment section, what is your best bet of the day? What is your best bet of the day? Is it a parlay, straight bet? Whatever it is, post it in the comment section. Let's get this chat rolling, because let me tell you, you guys are way too quiet. Fast B, I will definitely attempt to do that one when we move over to baseball here in just a minute. Alrighty. You guys are way too quiet. There we go. Brooklyn minus 7.5. Very nice. Mike likes the over in the Knicks and Atlanta game, over 211.5. Very nice. Got a lot of lurkers, but nobody wanting to comment today. You guys are way too quiet. Where's my Nation family at? If you are a YouTube exclusive member, by the way, there will be a YouTube exclusive members video today. YouTube exclusive members video will be out later on today. So if you are a YouTube exclusive member, you will have a video going out later today. Aaron says, good morning, Kyle. Got my wheelbarrow out for the game of the week. No doubt about it, brother. No doubt about it. Bill McDonald likes Derrick Rose over 3.5 rebounds at -105. Mr. McDonald, I hope you catch that in the first quarter alone. Michael Campbell says over in the Cubs and as well as the Cards. Andrew likes the Yankees to win by 5. Tigers 1. KD likes the Knicks plus the points. There we go, Juan dropping the emojis. If you are a Nation member and you've got that Caps Nation Brinks truck, which is what we're going to be backing up today, or maybe you've got Air Fryer Nation, let's see it. Post them in the comment section. Spam the chat. Get you guys riled up. Let's get this chat rolling. You guys are way too quiet. Mike says they're probably playing golf or out on the lake. I wish I was out on the lake, by the way. No doubt about it. I wish I was out on the lake. Rubber Band Sosh says, I got the Yankees and the Clippers money line parlay. Very nice. I wish you the best of luck. Juan's currently in a meeting. At least he's got us in one ear and his boss in the other. I like the priorities. I like the priorities. I really do. All right, so last game on the board, Clippers, Mavericks. I've got to play on the total on this one, but as far as the side goes, this is a must-win game for the Clippers. If they do not win here, they're not coming back. All right? If they do not win here, they do not come back. This is a must-win for the Clippers. The Clippers are notoriously dog shit in the playoffs. Sorry, Alex, if you're watching still. Clippers are notorious for donking it off in the playoffs. So I would not be surprised. It would not surprise me one bit to see the Clippers lose here. I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys. It would not surprise me one bit. Would not surprise me one bit. Sir Penny says, I think the Clippers are done. Patrol says, what's up, shipmate? You're back already. Thanks for the shortest fishing trip ever. That was just a little day trip. Nathan, did you change your name, sir? I think Nathan changed his name on here. Andrew says the Clippers are pissed. They win. You know, I would definitely think that they're pissed. No doubt about it. The way that they've been playing the last 2 games, they should definitely be pissed off. And it's better to be, you know what they say, it's better to be pissed off than it is to be pissed on. So, you know, we'll see how they come back out of it. I just can't stomach betting on the Clippers today. Penny says coaching needs to change. I can see that one. As far as this goes, as far as this game goes, and I mean, I'm just being straight up honest with you guys. I can't put any money on the Clippers just yet. Yes, PA stands for Port Arthur, Texas. What's the real stand for there, shipmate? The AM Massacre wants to know Cubs and Pirates thoughts. We'll be talking about that one here in just a minute. But the Cubs play the Reds, by the way. Bill McDonald says Kawhi had 42. PG had 28 and still lost. Why waste your money? You know, I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. No money coming from me. Sorry, I was actually reading something on the Clippers today. I was just double checking something. There'll be no money that's coming out of my pocket that will be wagered on the Clippers. Now, it's a must-win situation for them. I do believe they should get the job done today. Pat, I agree with you. Tyronn Lue, way overrated. LCS says, can't wait to afford one of your packages. Thank you, sir. Whenever you're ready, we will be here. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. Forever that may be. But as far as today's game goes, I'll be honest with you. I do lean towards the Clippers. I do like the Clippers. I think, somebody said they're pissed. I believe it's, better to be pissed on or, pissed off than pissed on. Almost fucked that one up. And they're definitely pissed off, but they have nobody to blame but themselves. They're getting dominated by a team that shouldn't even be there. So I do lean towards the Clippers. If I took them, it would be on the money line. But again, not one red cent will be out of my pocket on this game. For the side of this game, not one red cent will be out of my pocket. Alrighty. And I hope for, all our Clippers lovers, Alex, season ticket holder, huge fan. And I hope for everybody else that they win. And actually I do win. I do hope they win. I want to see 7 games out of it. You got it, shipmate. I definitely will. I definitely will. Rich says, some people, they just might. They just might, let me tell you. Based on the way they've been playing the first 2 games, if they get pushed around in game 3, then yeah, it's safe to say that they probably enjoy that. But we'll steer clear of even talking about that. As far as the total goes, I've got a personal play on the total, so... And we've been rock solid when it comes to the NBA and the playoffs. Premium plays, my personal plays, don't put out a lot. But when we do, they be rock solid. One second. Nathan says, hey, shipmate, Dallas about to sweep the LA Clippers. Wouldn't surprise me one bit, man. They're doing fantastic. They're doing fantastic. They're up 2-0. There's no easier way to. You got to get to 2-0 before you can sweep, right? This is a make it or break it for the Clippers. 100% make it or break it for the Clippers. No different than the Celtics. Make it or break it today. Make it or break it today. All right, moving over to the NBA, where we've got some action going. We've got some early action going. We've got the Cubbies at home, facing the Cincinnati Reds, a team that is always a pest in our side. Always a pest in our side. A little thorn right there. We're either... Which we've timed them right a lot this year. Last year they were more of a thorn in our side. And the year before that. But this year we've faded them correctly. And we've pounced on them correctly. More times than not. But in this game, Alzole against Gutierrez. Gutierrez getting a start. What to expect out of him. Season opener for Vladimir. You take a look at spring training this year, spring training last year. He's getting a big start. This is a big one for him right here. For roll number 76. What to expect out of Vladimir? Going to be going up against a Cubs team that's... They may be 8-2 in their last 10, but they've been trending in the right direction for a little while now. They've won 4 straight. Second in the NL Central. I mean, it's weird to think the Cubs are second in the NL Central, right? Cubs were laying 185. It dropped to 175. I believe I seen 170 at a couple books. BetOnline had 175 this morning, I believe it was. Yeah, they had 175 this morning. It's actually down to 172 with a super low total. Total sitting at 6.5. Keep in mind, wind blowing in. Heard there's some major wind blowing in, which definitely makes it harder to hit. That is never a good thing. But, you know, Adbert Alzole, the pitcher for the Cubs, he generally gives up 2 or 3 runs, you know, between 5 and 6 innings. His strikeout count, depending on where it's at today for a prop, if it's at 5, I'll jump on it. But I don't think we'll get 5. I'm going to take a look. I'm waiting for it to pop up currently. Remember, if you haven't already done so, please do hit that thumbs up button. Helps get our video trending in the right direction on YouTube. All right, so nothing under that section. Let me go over to the player props and pull it up that way. Shapendi says minus 186 at Rivers. That's why it pays to have the good old BetOnline account as well. Best to shop around. Alzole is at 5, minus 333. At 6 or more is minus 122. He's hit 6 or more 6 out of the last 7 games. The only time he didn't was against the Nationals. I like Alzole to have 6 strikeouts. 5 would just make me jump all over it, but it's minus 333. You can get 6 at minus 122. That is going to eventually go up on the board here. Board's acting funky still, but hey, let's get it up on that board. Let's get it up on that board here. 6 plus means over 5.5, all right? 6 plus means over 5.5. 6 or more. And full disclaimer, when we're betting pitching props, we bet them small. Oops. I don't know why it's not pulling up on this board. But anyways, Adbert Alzolay for the Chicago Cubs at 6 or more strikeouts today. This afternoon should cash and cash easy for everybody. That should be a nice one. Dennis, what's going on? Alrighty. As far as the side on this game, we have a play. As far as the total, hold on 1 second. Alrighty. As far as the total is a low 6.5, wind blowing in. The wild card, Vladimir Gutierrez, we've seen him in the minors. We've seen him in spring training twice now. You know, what to expect out of him today. He gets to start in famed Wrigley Field. He gets the benefit of that wind blowing in. This kid has not really been touched much, even in spring training. A couple times. The Royals tagged him last year in spring training, but the Cubs tagged him in the beginning of spring training this year, and they got him good. 4 runs on 6 hits. He did strike out 2 of them in that 1 1/3 inning. So out of 4 outs that he was able to be on the mound for, 2 of them were strikeouts. There is no strikeout prop on Gutierrez because he's the main wild card for the game today. But I think we see some runs today, regardless of that wind. Doesn't have to go over the wall for to put runs up on the scoreboard. 7 is not a hard number to hit, although sometimes it is. Sometimes it seems like it's fucking impossible. But I do lean towards the Reds and the Cubs over 6.5 as an early play. And that's more of a strong lean. I'll probably have a small little bit of money on it. Maybe something for fun. Nothing crazy, though. It's not making the board. As you can see, it didn't make the board. The Adbert Alzolay strikeout prop did of over 5.5 or 6 or more, whichever way your book words it. Now, Balling Pros, I definitely can. I do. Thank you. Thank you for jumping on board. I know you're new to our website. I do see it. You should have instant access to it if you log back in. It's already posted. Thank you for jumping on board it. I see you just signed up. Glad to have you on board as well. And for everybody, don't forget my game of the week does go down today. You have until 8 p.m. Eastern time to sign up. Does come with my guarantee to win, or you will get the next one free. And let me tell you, I haven't missed many of these, especially late. Especially late. It's been a while since we've lost one. Long while. And I don't plan on losing any anytime soon. So, does come with my guarantee to win, or you get the next one free. And should definitely be a good one today. Nathan says, 7 runs is very hard to hit if you're betting on Miami. You know, they got us yesterday. They got us. That they did. That they did. As far as the next game, Rockies and the Pirates, I want to go through some of these a little faster. A lot of games on the board. I want to try and get through some, as many of these as we can in the short little period that we have. We have about another 20, 25 minutes or so as fast as we can. Rockies, Pirates, you got Gray going up against Keller. I've been a fan of Gray. I love Gray when he's pitching in Colorado. He's got 4 of their 19 wins. The Rockies are struggling again this season. They're 4-6 in their last 10. They've lost 3 straight. But on the other hand, they're playing the Pirates, who have lost 6 straight. They're 1-9 in their last 10. And the Pirates are like number 1 on the to-fade list, all right? The Pirates are number 1 on the fade list. However, the Rockies are up there as well. As far as what to expect, John Gray against Mitch Keller, I think John Gray outlasts the Pirates today. Now, I'm not saying he's going to go the major distance, because he generally doesn't, but I can see them getting 6 good, solid innings out of old John Gray, and there's no H in his name, by the way. What to expect now? He's been off his strikeouts the last couple games. He's normally a 6 a gamer. He's usually a 6-pack a game. He's got 4 over the last 2 games. And one was against San Diego, where he only had 1 strikeout. He made it 5 2/3 innings, gave up 10 hits, 7 runs. Gave up 1 home run. He only had a walk. He's gonna walk, he's gonna walk 2 batters a game on average, sometimes more. Hopefully not more in this case. But I like the Rockies today. I think they get the job done. Pirates can be testy though. Pirates can be testy. Rockies, they're laying 109 on the money line, minus 101 at Bet Online right now for the Pirates. So pretty much even money for the Pirates, minus 109 for the Rockies. Total over and under 7.5 at plus money. This is another one where I do like the over in this situation. Mitch Keller, guys, let's talk about him for a second. The pitcher for the Pirates, number 23, all right? Wearing Jordan's number on the mound. What to expect out of him? He's a strikeout pitcher. He had 6 in his last game, 8 in the game before that against the Giants, the red-hot Giants. He struck out 8. He gave up 5 runs on 8 hits in his last start against the Braves. He gave up 7 and 7 against the Reds earlier in, not too long ago. He's been tagged for quite a few runs at different times. Randy G, I did used to give out my fade list. It used to be when we had that Thursday show, we gave out a to fade list. Maybe we'll bring back the to fade list here soon. Maybe I'll start doing that again. It was always a lot of fun. Always had my our to fade list or our to ride list. But as far as this one goes, and it's going up on the board, I do like the over 7.5. All right, both pitchers are going to walk batters. Both pitchers are going to get themselves in jams. Both pitchers should give up runs, all right? But I do like the Rockies minus 109. Not a huge amount, all right? But I do like them enough to want to bet it. Maybe 300 to 500. But what we're going to put on the board, and it's going to be like a double free play for you guys, all right? Because we're going to put them up on the board. Let's roll this over here. Let's get this board up, all right? There you go. You see it on the board. Rockies right there. And then the Rockies and the Pirates. It's over 7.5 at plus 100, which means most of you guys we'll have it at 7. BetOnline likes to play that 7.5, but give you even money or plus money sometimes. They like to play that game every now and then, and they're playing it today, and that's fine. Because I think there's some runs scored in this game. I really do. So we'll put the Rockies there. We'll put the over there. Throw that all up on the board for you guys on the Vibe Interactive free play board. Leave that up there for just a second for you guys. Double free play. It's not often that we do that. For you guys. But I like both a lot. All right, I like both a lot. Give me 1 second, folks. Give me 1 second here. All righty. One more second. Almost done. And then we're going to move on to the next one. Alrighty, so we'll leave that up there for a second for people tuning in. You guys can write it down or screenshot it. We'll talk about the Brewers and the Nationals next. We'll talk about this next game. See what we can find on that one. Brewers, Nationals. Nationals come in laying $1.16. Plus 106 for Anderson and the Brewers. Good old Johnny Lester on the mound. Lester winless so far on the season. He's pitched 25 in a third innings. He's got 18 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 25 in a third innings. Brett Anderson, 29 innings pitched. 2-3 record. 17 strikeouts and 8 walks. What to expect between these two? You know, Brett Anderson is usually a clutch lockdown pitcher. He's given up some runs. He's never really been tagged too hard. He's given up 4 runs a couple times 2 games ago against the Braves. They got him for 4 3 2/3 innings. He hasn't been making it very far the last, 4 starts. That one time where we bet on his strikeout prop, he got injured after an out. And then he made it 3 innings, 3 2/3, and now he made it 5 in his last game against the Reds. Gave up 2 runs on 4 hits. He had 3 strikeouts, no walks. Perfect control after the game before that where he had 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Rich says, when I want to know who to fade, I just watch some dude making his picks in mom's basement and fade them all. Smart man. I should do a Taco Tuesday show. It'd be fun. That would be fun. All right, so as far as this one goes, the Brewers 25-25. They're even Steven on the season. 5-5 in their last 10. Same thing with the Nationals. 5-5 in their last 10. 4 games below 500. This is a must-win for John Lester and the Nationals starting the series at home. But I'll be honest, I like the dog here. The Brewers coming in plus 106. You can get plus money or the run line at plus 1.5 on the run line. Give me the 1.5 runs. You'd have to lay the juice minus $1.80. But I do like the 1.5, even though you'd have to lay the juice at minus 180. I do like them. Brent, yeah, I know you've made a shit ton of money. I'm just removing it just so we're not mentioning their name here, giving them free publicity. I know you didn't mean to. I know you were just jumping on the to fade list bandwagon. But I do lean towards the Brewers here. Give me the dog in this situation with the extra run and a half, and I'm all over it. As far as the total on this one goes, I can see some runs being scored. I just don't know how many. I don't know if, 9's going to be too many. If one of these pitchers gets tagged and gives up 4 or 5, then I think they'll get to it. But if they don't, if these pitchers both go 5-6 innings and they're giving up just a couple runs apiece, then I think it stays under. I'm going to steer clear of the side. I'm not really convinced on either side of it. Braves with Anderson, Mets with Walker on the mound. The Braves come in on the road minus 150 in this situation. They're coming off their loss to the Red Sox 9-5. They're 5-5 in their last 10. 1 game below 500. They seem to get back to even or 1 game around it, and they just can't get over that hump. The Mets, 4 games above 500. They've won 3 straight, 6-4 in the last 10 games. Tawan Walker, 3-1, going up against Ian Anderson, who's 4-1 on the season. This one has a making to be a game. And I'm going to flat out tell you, I'm a huge diehard Braves fan. At SunTrust Park, I've got a brick. It says KJ #1 fan. It's, in their little fan section. I am a diehard, lifelong Atlanta Braves fan. Even when they were horrible back in the day, when I was a child, still a Braves fan. All right, I've rode them through thick and thin. But I got to tell you, I take a common sense approach. I take my feelings out of sports betting. And I got to tell you, the Braves may be hitting the ball exceptionally well, but they're still having a problem winning games and winning games consistently. And getting over that back to even hump. The better team who's first in the NL East, who the Braves are chasing ultimately, in these 3-game series would definitely help the Braves if they were to end up after Sunday 27-25 and we saw the Mets at 24-23. But I think the smart play here is on the dog on the run line. Give me the Mets plus the 1.5 minus $1.28. I think that's the play. I'm going to watch it. I'm probably not going to bet it. I'm being honest. I do lean towards the Mets, which it's hard for me. I mean, it's hard for me to bet the Mets. As shitty as they were the last handful of seasons, even longer than that, it's hard for me to still stomach betting some of these teams or putting my money on it. So, again, a team like the Braves with Anderson on the mound, who's 4-1, 53 strikeouts. He's going to walk some batters. But again, I'm going to steer clear of this. I'm going to root for 99 and Tawan Walker and lean towards the Mets at plus 1.5. And I do believe I'm correct. But again, something tells me it's the Braves. Stay away. So I won't put anything on that one. Now, I know Fast B was asking if we could talk about the Blue Jays and the Indians. Now, I do have a play on the side of this game. So we'll focus in on the total. Can't always, we do have a premium play on this one. So if you want to know, you'll need to get on board. Speaking of premium plays, buy 3 days of premium plays or 3 days of my personal plays or 3 days of our soccer package. Today, by midnight, you will get the 4th day free. So you get Friday, you get Saturday, you get Sunday, you get Monday, you get that 4th day free. So you get an extra day out of it. And if you're already on a package, you can renew early. They won't steal any days from you. Matter of fact, you could buy this package 5 times if you wanted 20 days. And you would get the 4th day free all 5 times. But Blue Jays, Indians, Blue Jays come in laying 158 on the road, plus 146 for Morgan and the Indians. The Indians are plus 1.5, minus $1.17. The run line for the Blue Jays laying 1.5 is almost at even money at minus 103. Total on this one, 7.5 runs. A lot of low-scoring totals in today's games, and this is definitely another one that has a low total. We get Hyunjin Ryu going up against Eli Morgan. What to expect out of this one? You get the wild card with Morgan, guys. You know, another pitcher making his major league debut. We saw him twice in spring training. He faced the Rangers twice. He's pitched a total of 2 1/3 innings. He's given up 2 hits and 1 run. He's had 5 strikeouts and 1 walk in those 2 1/3 innings. So, not bad for what we saw out of spring training, what to expect or how far they're going to get out of him, how soon they got to go to the bullpen with Morgan. I couldn't tell you today. All right. But everything that we've seen, we've definitely done our research for the premium play. As far as the total goes, this one, both of these teams are capable to put up runs and put them up quick. But I'm going to steer clear of this one. All right. I'm going to steer clear of this one. If I did anything, it would probably be the under. But again, I'm going to steer clear. Not going to put any money on this. Some wild card factors in it that I don't like playing. Now, we're going to bounce around because I don't have time to do all the remaining games because we got quite a few remaining games to talk about. But unfortunately, I won't be able to hit all of them. So we're going to bounce around and be a little selective. Let's talk about something that we can talk about. Let's talk about Kansas City and Minnesota today. Royals, Twins. Bubic on the mound for the Royals. They're plus 149. Minus 162 for the Twins. With Dobnak, who's got 1 win on the season. The Royals, 2 games under 500 at 23 and 25. Winners of 6 out of their last 10 games, 6 and 4. They've lost 2 straight, though. The Twins, 9 games above 500 at 20 and 29. However, they're trending in the right direction. They've won 7 out of their last 10 games, going 7 and 3 and 4 straight. Although, you got to remember, those 4 straight, 3 of them were against the Orioles, who have won only 17 games this season and are number 1 on the fade list. All right? As far as what to expect out of this one, you know, I'd have to say the Royals on the road today are enticing, but you can't knock a team that's trending in the right direction. And there's no doubt about it that the Twins are trying to turn their season around. And this is the deciding factor. You know, if this is going to be a big run or it's going to be right back to the suck bus where they've been, being 9 games below 500. You know, they're 7 and 3 in their last 10. They've won 4 straight. Can they continue to win against a team that's a little bit better caliber than the Orioles? That is what we're going to see today. But I can't lie. Chris Bubic, I like him on the mound today. I like what I've seen out of him so far in this situation. The Royals are plus 1.5, which, if I was going to be putting my money on this one, Fast B, you're welcome, sir, it would be on the dog here, but on the run line. KC plus the 1.5 is just too enticing. I'll probably have something very small on it for fun. Maybe I'll throw it in a parlay for fun. But I can definitely see the Royals keeping it at least close enough to give the plus 1.5 a chance. That I can see. Real Champ says, Mets need to score more, but they win. You know, The Mets are grinders, if we go back and talk about them. The Mets are just flat out grinders. And they've gotten their job done grinding. Rich says, my dad's a Braves and Falcons fan since he lived in Atlanta when he crossed the ocean from Scotland. Been a lot of tough years for him as a fan. A lot of tough years, man. I can attest to that one as the Braves fan side. All right, so bouncing around. Bouncing around a little more. Taking a look at a few other games. Orioles and the White Sox. We'll wrap up with the Orioles and the White Sox game. What to expect out of Baltimore and Chicago in this game. You know, Harvey against Dallas Keuchel. Man, their ERAs don't reflect what both of these pitchers are capable of. Both of these pitchers are capable of an amazing game, but lately we just haven't seen it. We just haven't seen it out of them. And I'm not sure we'll see it out of them today. As far as the game today goes, when you take a look at the line on this one, you've got the Orioles a huge plus 197. The White Sox with Dallas Keuchel minus 216, minus 1.5 on the run line is minus $1.20. Plus 1.5 with the Orioles is at even money, plus 100, which is crazy. Total on this one, 8.5. When you first, if you take the names and you look at the numbers, over 8.5 is in play. When you remove the name Harvey and you remove the name Keuchel and you look at just the pitching numbers, the over 8.5, which is where it currently sits at BetOnline, is in play. Keuchel got tagged for 3 runs on 6 hits against the Yankees in his last game. He got tagged for 3 runs on 7 hits against the Twins in the game before that. He got tagged for 6 runs on 5 2/3 innings off of 8 hits in the game before that. He's got only 11 strikeouts in the last 3 games, 12 in the last 4 games, 16 in the last 5, 18 in the last 6. This is not the Dallas Keuchel we're used to seeing. He's got what? 7, 8, 9, 10 walks over the last 5 games. But again, when you remove that number or that name next to his numbers, it screams over. When you look at Matt Harvey, number 32, if you were to remove his name and who he was next to those numbers, it screams over. Harvey has been tagged and tagged hard. He's given up 19 runs in 3 games, 23 and 4, with only 1 walk per game. 4 walks out of the last 4 games. He's given up 4 home runs in 4 games. And he's given up a monster, 28 hits over 4 games. He hasn't made it out of the 4th inning in any of his last 4 starts. Last 4 starts. And that was against the Nationals, the Rays, the Mets, who can't even score anything on a daily basis, yet they put up 7 on him. And then the Red Sox. Fernando, good morning, sir. Nathan says, take the White Sox over 2.5 first 5 innings. You know, BetOnline doesn't offer, that's the one downside, they don't offer the first 5 team totals. They offer totals for the entire game, or first 5 totals. First 5 is at 4.5. I can definitely see some scoring in this one. The over is screaming at me over 8.5. But I have a hard time when you look at the names. But when you look at the numbers, it screams all over it. Pitching matchup definitely favors Dallas Keuchel and the White Sox. They're minus 216 on the money line, or minus 1.5, minus 120. Alonzo, what's going on, my brother? As far as the total on this one goes, 8.5. I do lean towards it. Same thing. If you guys are getting a White Sox first 5 team total, I'd be all over it. If you've got a White Sox first 5 team total, I would be all over it. I don't have that option. But if I did, I'd be all over it. Alan, thank you for jumping on board my personal plays. The buy 3 days, get the 4th day free. I'll be in touch after the live show. By the way, my personal plays, nothing early today. They're all later, so I'll be getting everybody on my personal plays a little bit later. So a lot of leans and a lot of opinions on the White Sox game. I think you could bet everything from the White Sox individual team total for the full game over 4.5 to the total over 8.5. And if you have that first 5 team total for the White Sox, I'd even look at that. The over 4.5 in the first 5, I like as well. I can definitely see this one being a total kind of day. But again, I said that the other day, and they kicked our butt with some totals. But again, that's what I have for that one. Remember, my game of the week, you have until 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 Pacific to get on board my game of the week. Juan, sorry about that, brother. Game of the years are one off. Did you want me to come up with a makeup game of the year the next day? That would be impossible. You know? Sucks that you jumped on and, we lost one game. But, losing one game doesn't define me, that's for sure. And, again, doesn't matter how bad you miss it or how great or how little you win it by. All we can do is put out the information, and it's up to the players, it's up to humans to go out and do the job that we're predicting. So, while, we're pretty fucking good at what we do, nobody's 100%. Because keep in mind, I could put out games today. I got 2 games and a pitching prop up on the board. But if Adbert Alzolay doesn't go out and strike batters out, well, then I guess we're wrong. But I do feel that I put us in the prime position to win. Doesn't always work out that way. Because, again, we're banking on humans to go out and do the job they're expected to do, that they're paid millions of dollars to do, or college kids to go out and perform. So that's all you can do. Or coaches to make the right coaching decisions. Thank you, Juan. I do appreciate that. Nathan, I agree with you there. I definitely agree with you on that one. Gennaro, good morning. But again, game of the week does come with my guarantee. It is $100 guaranteed to winner. You get the next one free. Juan, maybe that's a little bit more up your alley because it's not a special one-off. My game of the weeks do come with a guarantee. And you have until 8 p.m. Eastern time to get on board. The sooner you get on board, probably the better line that you'll get. But again, everything's perfect on it. $100 guaranteed to win. Go to the website, cappersdirect.com. Click on that guaranteed tab at the top of the page. Scroll down. You'll see it. Kyle's guaranteed game of the week. Get instant access. It's already posted. And again, one last time, just a reminder. Premium plays, my personal plays, and the soccer 3-day packages. Buy 3 days, get the 4th day free. And that goes today. So you end up with Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday is free for you guys. Buy 3 days, get 4 days free. That ends tonight. Gennaro, the poll is spinning. That poll right there is just a picture of the poll. The real poll is actually spinning. It's right there. And it's spinning and it's lit. All right, guys and gals, that is what I have for today. You guys already know what is on the board. If you don't know what's on the board, hit the rewind button. There's 3 things on the board: a pitching, prop, as well as 2 bets in 1 game. And we're winning them all. And again, if you want something in the NBA, go watch our daily free play video. On your way out the door, if you haven't done so, please do give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work, because we certainly do as well. All right, guys. Good luck. Wager responsibly. and don't do anything stupid. We'll see everybody live. Remember, tomorrow we go live a little earlier. We go live at 9 a.m. on the East, 6 on the West, an hour earlier for the weekend. All right, guys, good luck, everybody. And